Welcome to Not So New News. During these short videos, we will be reading from the newspapers and other history stories that occurred before 1923. Come along with us as we look into the Appalachian time gone by. Today's article comes from the town of Whitesburg, Lecher County Kentucky newspaper, the Mountain Eagle, Volume 5, Number 40, Industrial Edition, first section dated June 6, 1912. Page 1, titled Whitesburg, Letcher County, and the Mountains. Soon to wake the echoes. Note, our view was taken a distance of about 45 miles down the Norfolk. Consequently, it is rather small, but it'll get larger about September 1st. The story of Letcher County and the mountains is hardly the same as a few years ago. True, the same generous skies bend over them, and the same handiwork of God is visible. The old pine and black, the parents of thousands of hills dashing away in all directions, burdened to the bursting with multiplied millions of tons of black diamonds and other valuable deposits, still stand, holding in reserve their wealth, ready to be tapped by the magic hand of development. The old Norfolk still threads her obstructed way over pebbly limestone beds, over sandstone bottoms, onward toward the sea. Little rivets, pure enough, cool enough to shake the thirst of a king, still dash down the hill seeking their rest in their mother's dreams. The aristocrat and autocrat, the humble and the poor, still walk beneath the shady trees and rest upon the beds of ease as they did in the days of yore. The giant oaks, the maples green, still stand upon the hills, while the little minnows slick with sheen infest their native rills. The barefoot boy, the ragged lost, the man of strength and might, still let their favorite phantoms pass as ships that pass at night. But, after all, a change is coming on apace, working wonders sublime. The eyes of the industrial world have looked upon us with favor. The magic hand of the financier, whose might is money, has touched the hills, and like Aladdin's lamp of old, has shined into the darkest places, turning much to gold. Less than 2 years ago, of the natives, only a dreamer could make believe that a railroad could ever penetrate the heart of the hills. But one evening, like a thief in the night, Old Dole and a crowd of apparently ambitious boys dropped in upon us. They ran about in a suspicious way. The populace took them to be most everything. The long and the short of it was the forerunner of the Norfolk Extension of the L&E Railway into the great Elkhorn coalfields. True, the rest of the story can better be illustrated than told. At an enormous coat of roadbed of this extension 100 miles long has been built. The Norfolk is spanned by 24 times along the way by immense bridges with strong stone piers and track that is laid for more than half the distance. In 2 or 3 months the dream of Pioneer Dole will be realized, and the mighty, trembling engine will be dashing over the rails and butting right into the heart of the big Elkhorn coal fields. So much for the North Fork extension of the L&E. Simultaneously, in concord with the walking echoes on the Norfolk side, an alarm was sounded just across the divide on the head of Elkhorn Creek in the extreme eastern end of the county. The great Consolidation Coal Company, long big operators in the big coal fields of Pennsylvania and West Virginia, having acquired 100,000 acres along the borders of Pike and Letcher, had entered the fields and started work. While our citizens were sleeping, the manipulators of big money were planning. They had read and reread the program months and months before a move was made. One railroad would not carry the immense tonnage of coal and timber from the big fields. The Sandy Valley and Elkhorn Railway, a branch of the Big Sandy and Ohio, was started at once and passed into Jenkins, the center of a number of towns built by the Consolidation. To relate the facts about what we have accomplished by the Consolidation Coal Company in their territory and the work yet to be done would burden the efforts of the mightiest pen. In other sections of this eagle and on other pages the camera will show more than can be pictured in words. This concludes today's reading of the June 6, 1912 Mountain Eagle. We at Kentucky Tennessee Living would like to thank everyone for your continued support as we bring to you the history of the Appalachian Mountains.